Hello. Uh, Now I'm going to discuss about the Codevita Live project in data science track. So here the task that I have taken in the data Codevita Live data science track is predicting the weight of a person based on their height by using the linear regression, and we need to choose a random data set from a Kaggle or any other sources, and we can also use R or Python tools. So the main aim is predicting the weight of a person based on their height by using linear regression. So initially I have installed the basic libraries that are used in our project. They are NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and scikit-learn. And the next one is data preparation or loading data. So we need to prepare data for the model that we have to create. So the data that I have downloaded or taken from Kaggle is weight under weight height .csv file, and in that file we need to read the data set present in that file by using pandas read drive. So after that, by reading the data set using pandas, we assign it to a data variable. So after that, we assign the df equals data dot head. Head means it returns the first 5 data rows in the data set. So these are the 5 data rows in the data set. Tail means it returns the last 5 rows in the data set. So, and next one is data with descriptive statistics. Means here we need to do we need to know the exact things in the data set that we have taken. So like shape, like what are the data types that are used in our data set. So like this. So first we need to know the first data rows that are present in the data set. So peak, I have taken a peak variable and I assign it to data dot head. Head means we know that it returns the first elements. So here I given 20, then it returns the first 20 data rows in the data set. These are the values. And then the next one is shape. Shape is used to return the shape of the data set. So here 10,000 means it's the rows that are present in the data set, and 3 means the columns or attributes present in the data set. So d types. D types means it is a function used to return the type of the data sets, type of the columns in the data set. So gender is a column or attribute. It is of type object, and height it is an of type data type float, and weight it is of data type float. So describe is a function used to describe the data set. So describe means it gives the clear cut view of the data set. It counts the total number of rows in it, and it calculates the mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, etc. So not only that, in we use correlation, the correlation present in the dataset by using core function. So data.core method equals to PSL means it returns the correlation between the variables that we have taken. And the next one is data pre-processing. Data pre-processing means the dataset that taken from Kaggle, how column errors means. So I use it remove rename function to change the names of the columns. So data.rename means it changes the name from the previous one to the next, the updated one. So I have updated the height column name as weight and weight column name as height. So which is an error that I have observed in the dataset. So I changed it. Then we need to check whether the dataset contains null values or not. Data.isNA.sum means it returns the sum of total sum of the null values that are present in it in the data set. So here there are no null values, so it returns 000. It is a good data set that we have taken. And the next one is we can find minimum and maximum. So weight it is a column. So in that the minimum of weight means it returns 54 and maximum is 78. And in the height it returns 64 and the maximum is 269. And the next one is we need to check whether there are duplicates or not. Duplicate checking. The function that we use for removing duplicates is drop underscore duplicates. So first we need to check the shape of the data set that we have taken. It is 10,000 comma 3. 10,000 means total number of rows, and 3 means the columns. By using data dot drop underscore duplicates plus equals to true, then it drop the duplicates that are present in the dataset. Then after uh, again checking the shape of the dataset, then data dot shape it returns 10,000 comma 3. So we can clearly say that the dataset that we have taken has no duplicate values, no null values. So it is fine to do uh, the model, to get the model. The next one is feature extraction. Feature extraction means taking necessary input attributes for building the model. So and not only that, removing the unnecessary attributes which are not essential for creating the model or building the model. So in this data set, I think gender is not that necessary in creating the model. So I dropped the gender column and I used the remaining columns for predicting the weight using based on height. So data dot drop, then gender x equals to 1 and index equals to 2. X equals to 1 means it columns, the columns that are present in the gender attribute, it all removes. So after doing this, then data, when we do data, then the output is like this. So we can observe here it has gender, then here after applying this, we remove gender. So this is the use of drop function. The next one is exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis means we need to analyze the data, we need to analyze or visualize the data. So how it is, how the points are there, how they are correlated. So we can observe it by using graphs, plotting them. So first I have plotted both in a single graph, then it came like this, and I have plotted them separately and giving colors separately. Then we get the data is in this format, and I plotted them. I plotted them separately by using a style of means it only plots. It is not a line graph. The above two are line graphs. The next one is training the algorithm. So we need to train the algorithm. So what we want to do, we need to predict the weight. So it should be in y, and we need to train the data using height. So it should be in x. So x equals to data dot I log and semicolon comma 1. Then it gives the x value is assigned with values of height and the y value assigned with the values of weight. Then by using the uh, from a cyclic the model underscore selection import and test split, it is used for splitting the data. It is used for splitting the data for training and testing purposes. So we get x values are like this and y values are like this. So now we are going to create the model or building the model. So from cyclic line, what do you want to use? What is the model that we want to create? We should create the model using linear regression. So from skitline.linear model, import linear regression. So regression equals to linear regression. Then we need to fit the model by using the training set. So extend and y train. We trained the model using extend and y train. Then we fitted. Then we get a intercept and coefficient values. They are like this. The output is right here. Then extend values and y train values. What we train the model. Then y predict equals to regressor dot predict x test. So we need to give the x test values, then it should predict the values. So then we observe with y test values. So if they are really near to equal, then the model that we have created is good and the accuracy of the model is good. Then to check that, we need to use performance matrix. So first, then you need to import a library from cyclic and import matrix. Then the methods that are used to perform used to check the metrics or check the model are a mean absolute error, mean squared error, mean squared error, and R2 squared score. So the top three are used. It gives the error rate, and the last one is it gives the accuracy of the model. So we get 85% accuracy. It is good, and the errors are really low. And we have plotted the model. So it is a regression line, or it is a line that we fitted using the training data, and we predicted using this line the by predicted values. And thank you.